Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here, and today we're just going to take a look at what messages need to come through. The energy is basically three important messages that need to come through, but we also have the Soul's Journey cards and kind of the Lessons cards here as well. So we're going to get one of each of those as well. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. These are a new deck that was gifted to me that I just received. I haven't used them on the channel yet, but they're holographic. So we're going to see how that works out. I'm not sure. By the way, thank you for the person that gifted those to the channel. I'm not sure what those cards or what the kind of story behind these specific cards are, as I haven't seen them before, but I will probably research them and kind of see. Again, they were a gift, so thank you so much. You know who you are. Thank you for gifting those to the channel. I'm not sure, like the other ones, how much I'll use them. I'm super grateful. I love them, but they are, because they're holographic, a little bit hard to see. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and jump in. It is super, we're not going to take all of them. We're just going to take one. Super early, R2, super early in the morning where I am. So hopefully you guys are having a beautiful start or end to the day wherever you are in the world. This is a timeless reading, timeless meaning. No matter when you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. These messages do feel like they are going to be just three messages coming through. Different messages, right? Maybe somebody needs to hear a certain message, or maybe somebody needs to hear a few messages. Okay, so they may go together, but probably they will not. We're just going to see what comes through. Now you have two cards here. You have courage and peace coming through. So I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So some of you are really either in the process of facing things with courage and confidence, and or that's going to be coming through very soon for you, stepping up and being courageous, or using that inner strength, the confidence within yourself to overcome something. Okay, face that fear and do it anyway. Okay, so that is coming through for you. And then you also have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So some of you are really moving into this space of stepping into that higher power, that inner strength, that courage, that confidence, that state of peace, and really, allowing all negative energy to fall away. For a lot of us, and a lot of the time, it does take courage to allow that negativity to fall away. First and foremost, Aquarius, to allow ourselves to tune into and notice just how much negativity or complaining or what have you it is that we are paying attention to, focusing, or allowing to kind of disrupt our peace, right? So it does take courage for that. So that is something that potentially you are in the process of, right? Gaining that courage and that confidence, that inner strength, and or that peace, and releasing negative energy, and or that you're going to be moving into the process of. Okay, that was just a message that Spirit wanted to come through here. Now we're going to get three of these. I believe we might just get two. Spirit's indicating just two. Okay, so these are, so there's that message, and then we have do not drink poison. Do not do things that you know are bad for you. So see, it goes right on in with that releasing of negative energy coming in, releasing all negative energy. Now that one's a little bit difficult to see. Let's see if I can put it to the side a little bit, if you can see it there. I'm trying to look at the side. Hopefully the recording will be clear for that. But do not drink poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. And there's a lot of green, it's almost like it's meant to be poison, but almost could be considered antifreeze, also just the bright color, and that's probably not coming through very good here, but so you're being asked here, Aquarius, with this first message coming through, or second message, depending on how we look at it, coming through here, not to allow that negative energy, or holding on to past, or holding on to bitterness, or anger, that sort of thing, not to let it poison you. When you get into that state here, Aquarius, where you feel as if you are, you know, doing things that are hurting other people, in fact, most of the time, you're the one drinking that poison, that bitterness, and what have you, is poisoning you, and the other person is not in that space. So that's one way to look at that message coming through here, Aquarius. But then also, you have the actual words on it: do not do things you know are bad for you. So holding on to those negative energies and running away, or not facing fear, letting fear control you and the situation, have power over you, is something that you know, or many of us know, on the logical or analytical side of things, that is not good for us. Okay, there's also other things that could be going on. For some of you, there may be some almost toxic energies coming through with that poison, right? Toxic energy that some of you may be really indulging in, that Spirit is indicating that it's time for you to really let that go. And or some of you may be indulging in other things such as alcohol, or recreational drugs, that kind of thing. And so it's time to stop poisoning yourself. So you're going to know how that fits for you, or how the message fits for you, Aquarius. But let go of things that are burdening you. Let go of things that are holding you back. Let go of things that are keeping you small. Face the fears, Aquarius. Don't stop running away. Stop drinking the poison and allowing other people to have, or situations, events, what have you, have power or control over you, and or hoping that other people are going to feel that energy that potentially you're putting out there, that you know is not good for you or for them, and hoping that they're going to be upset, or hurt or injured by it, but really just hurting and injuring yourself, Aquarius. It's time to let whatever it is go, and to know that, when you're doing things that you know aren't good for you, or for the highest good of you and others, that it is actually hurting you in one way or another throughout that process, okay? And if you aren't aware of it or conscious of it, notice the things that you do. Notice the things that you say. Notice the way that you think. Notice the way that you talk about people, and how you have conversations with others and with yourself, and see if that is good for you, or if it is actually poisonous to you, and to kind of the reality that you are working to create for yourself within this world. Okay, now next message here is mortality. It says life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. Okay, so we're going to see if we can get this one to come in a little bit off to the side here. It's hard for me to see, but you're being reminded. Do you see how these two go together? Do not drink the poison and mortality. Okay, so some of you are really staying stuck in situations, right? You're doing things that you know are bad for you, or saying or thinking, or holding on to, or not rising above, that kind of thing. Things, not facing things, that sort of thing, that is poisonous or toxic to you. But then you also have that mortality. Some of you are really, really allowing yourself to stay in a situation, in a thought process, in a stagnant energy, stuck mode, that sort of thing, way longer than is required, and or that is necessary. This is telling you, for some of you, you really think that life is going to go on forever. And one thing that we know for sure is that we are born, that there is change, and that we do have an expiration date. And it's time for us to start living, for you, Aquarius, to start living this big, bold, beautiful life, and this says life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. So you're being asked to really, really step into your life fully and abundantly, Aquarius, to begin living. That song, live as if you're dying, is kind of coming through here, Aquarius. What is it that you would do? Where is it that you would go? Who would you spend time with? How would you spend that energy? Not as live as if you are alive right now in this moment, living this big, beautiful life, right? Because moments are fleeting, Aquarius. And for some of you, ooh, jumping cards, dropping cards. For some of you, you have been living in this state of toxicity, of really doing things that aren't good for you, that you know aren't good for you, or saying or feeling or thinking or what have you. All these things that, or holding on to people, holding on to situations, holding on to feelings, holding on to thoughts that are not good for you. I'm going to move this a little bit, see if it can come in a little clearer there. That you know are not good for you, and poisoning yourself. And for some of you, you feel like you might be, poisoning somebody else in a metaphorical way, of course, but actually you are the only one that continues to suffer because of it. It's time to get that courage, build up that confidence, build up that inner power, and or use that inner power, and cultivate that peace within you. I'm going to move this one too to see if those images can come through. Cultivate that peace within you and release that negative energy, okay? We are going to do one more. So it is the 3 messages, it seems, within this deck that Spirit wants to come through. And then we'll get a lesson card to close this reading, Aquarius. These messages are super powerful. Let's see what this third one says. And uncertainty, see? Choose who you will become. Wow, Aquarius, powerful. Uncertainty, choose who you will become. So who is it that once you stop poisoning yourself and once you start living this big, beautiful life, right? Living life to the fullest each and every day, every second being accounted for and loved and lived, right? Uncertainty, who will you choose to be? Now, I just realized that these actually have numbers. So you have number 8, number 42, and number 39. Okay, so very interesting. So you have number 8 here, which is in fact the strength card. Isn't it interesting? Because the which one? Courage? Yeah, courage basically equates to the strength card. So the do not drink the poison is, if we're thinking about them as far as the numbers go, as far as tarot goes, that is the strength card. So you've got double confirmation on that strength and or courage, right? And then that mortality is number 42, which does go like kind of reduced down into 6, which is the Lovers. So that decision to live your life to the fullest with that Lovers, and or it could be a romance that this whole reading is talking about for you specifically, Aquarius. Okay, and then you also have that 39, which 39. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking 39, which does reduce to number 12, which is the Hanged Man. So some of you, right, these cards are not obviously affiliated with the tarot or part of the tarot, but the numbers do kind of correlate with a lot of the energy coming through, right? So uncertainty, choose who you will become. So if we're thinking about, hopefully you can see this one. Let's see if I can move it a little bit so you can see. These are gorgeous, gorgeous cards. I am really loving them. They're a bit dark, but they are gorgeous. I am super thankful to have been gifted them. But choose who you will become. If we think about the Hanged Man within this, right? It's the Hanged Man card is the card where the person is hung upside down or has hung themselves. It's thought to be has hung themselves upside down for a kind of new perspective on the world and seeing the world in a whole new way, kind of upside down, right? So if you are choosing who you will become, as we kind of talked about already, who would you be, right? Who are you choosing to be? Who are you going to become? There is uncertainty within these messages all the way through here, Aquarius, but that uncertainty is only there until you kind of face the fears, step up into that courage, that inner power, that inner strength, right? Let go of that toxicity, kind of whatever you're holding on to, realizing that the minutes are fleeting, right? That it is time to live a big, bold, beautiful life now, right? And you release that negative energy. you're going to negative energy, negative emotions, kind of negative thinking, all of that, release that, and you're going to move into the state of this energy of understanding and or clarity of who it is that you're wanting to be and how it is that you are choosing to live your life fully in the moment, fully in each moment. Okay. Ooh, all right. And today's lesson here, Aquarius, is reclaim your power. You see, this is definitely, I don't know, is this for you specifically, Aquarius? Are you the one person that this is for? Because it'll be for many, right? Because the messages come through, but also there is one person that is going to be super specific. And look at the purples coming through here, right? Very rich, beautiful, strong, thought to be kind of royal colors coming in here, the purples. Courage and reclaim your power, Aquarius. So this is all coming through with, you know, you deciding, making a decision which way you're going to go, if you're going to continue to kind of stay in this place of toxicity or drinking the poison, or if you're going to step up and reclaim your power. Now let's go ahead and read the other side. It does say today's lesson. This could be just the lesson that needs to come through. Note one reason why you give away power in your everyday life, and then ask yourself if that situation is worth losing your peace of mind over. You see? So not only that, both of these cards coming in here, because you have that reclaim your power, that courage, that inner strength, that facing the fear with confidence, right? And then you also have to is the situation worth losing peace of mind over? And you have the peace. You see that it all fits together here, Aquarius. Your goal, if you should choose to accept it, is to reclaim your power in a positive and mindful way. This just really kind of puts the exclamation point on, or accentuates everything that we already talked about through this reading. And you see how this comes through, right, Aquarius? You see how the messages unfold in a way so that you can get them, but it is all very cohesive and inclusive, right? How everything fits together. The pieces fit together for you here, Aquarius, but at the same time, and or not, you know, you need to be able to make the decisions. You need to be able to be honest and truthful with yourself about if you are, you know, kind of doing things that you know are bad for you. This could include smoking. It could include, you know, working too much, spending too much, all that kind of stuff, of course, right? It can include that. And of course, this is number 8, which is the strength card, but this also could come through as kind of the devil card, right? Kind of that toxic potential energy, and then that mortality, you know, living into each moment here, Aquarius, and then choosing who it is you're going to become. This is very cohesive, very inclusive, and a very strong, powerful message, or 3 messages plus coming through here, Aquarius, that somebody definitely needs to hear. I'm assuming that this is for you specifically, if you are called in, and you know, it's a sign that you clicked on this message because this message needed to come through. It needed to be heard by you in this time, Aquarius, okay? I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Also, if you haven't checked out the kind of a membership or becoming a member, there are some polls in there. There's some updates in there. There's video. So go ahead and hit that join button. You can check out the different levels, check out the perks, see if it aligns for you or with you, and you can sign up or join that membership. Support the show love and support to myself, to the channel, and you know, really assist this channel in big, beautiful ways. And as always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.